Surely you have come across short videos on social media of guys wearing suits, sunglasses, and boater hats and dancing while carrying coffins. These videos quickly became a trend during the COVID-19 pandemic, with the message advising people to stay home to avoid the risk of being carried like that. But do you know where this trend originated from? Let's explore Ghana, the birthplace of the world-famous coffin dance. Ghana not only possesses this unique dance, but is also proud of its long-standing and unique culture, rich in precious natural resources. Now let's start with some interesting facts about Ghana. 1. We know Ghana mostly for football, with famous players such as Michael Essien, who played for Chelsea, and Kevin Prince Boateng, who played for AC Milan and Barcelona. Their homeland, the Republic of Ghana, is a country located in West Africa between the Ivory Coast and Togo, bordered by Burkina Faso to the north and the Gulf of Guinea to the south. With an area of 530 kilometers, half the size of California, Ghana has a population of over 31 million people. 2. Ghana's capital and largest city is Accra. The country is covered by plains, low hills, and several rivers. Ghana can be divided into 4 different topographical regions. The north is covered with wide plains. The west and south are covered with forests and mountains, and the east has mountain ranges and plateaus. 3. Ghana's flag has 3 equal horizontal bands: red, yellow, and green. In the middle of the yellow stripe is a black 5-pointed star, symbolizing the Ghanaian people's desire for independence. Red represents the blood of those who sacrificed for independence. Yellow represents gold, a common mineral in Ghana, and green represents the forests and richness of natural resources. 4. Ghana is actually one of the world's largest gold producers, ranking second in Africa after South Africa, and among the top 10 globally. It is no wonder that Ghana was once called the Gold Coast. In addition to gold, Ghana is also rich in diamonds, with diamond reserves also among the top 10 in the world. The Gold Coast gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1957, becoming the first independent country in the sub-Saharan region. The name Ghana was chosen to commemorate the Ghanaian Empire, an empire that once stretched across West Africa, something the Ghanaian people are very proud of. 5. The name Ghana means warriors of the king, and Ghanaians are indeed excellent warriors in many fields. Like many other African countries, Ghana has a rich and diverse culture. With a population of over 31 million, Ghana is made up of over 100 different ethnic groups. However, what is special about Ghana is the harmony between the peoples, without the ethnic conflicts or fierce civil wars that are common in many other African countries. 6. Ghana is one of the few English-speaking African countries in the region. English is the main language, and even the national anthem of Ghana is sung in English. However, most Ghanaians know at least one of their own dialects. As an ethnically diverse country, Ghanaian culture is a blend of many different cultures, which is evident in the way Ghanaian football players celebrate their victories. 7. Ghanaians have some interesting customs, such as a very special way of welcoming the new year. They believe that the more you cry on New Year's Day, the luckier you will be. While some countries welcome the new year with joy and happiness, Ghanaians welcome the new year by screaming and crying loudly to forget the sadness of the old year. On the first days of the year, the main sound in Ghana is crying to dispel the bad luck of the old year. 8. Ghanaians also celebrate New Year's Eve, however. In some coastal areas, playing music during the New Year is banned. They believe that playing music will anger the sea goddess and cause disaster. The ban on music lasts until May. 9. Ghana is famous for its unique culture, especially in funerals. While many countries in the world hold funerals in a quiet and sad atmosphere, in Ghana, funerals are very lively. Ghanaians believe that funerals are not only an occasion to mourn, but also a celebration of the earthly life of the deceased. Therefore, funerals are not only sad, but on the contrary, they must be held happily because the deceased will continue to live a new life in the afterlife. Those who can afford it are willing to spend a lot of money to organize a grand and crowded funeral. One famous example is the coffin dance, which has become a social media sensation with clips going viral. The dance usually involves 6 men dressed in shiny funeral clothes, wearing goggles and black plaid hats. They lift the coffin onto their shoulders and dance enthusiastically to upbeat music, while people around them cheer enthusiastically. The coffin dance is just a small part of Ghanaian funerals. Ghanaians pay around $500 to use this service. Funerals are also not complete without attractive advertisements in the form of posters, priced from $500 to $3,000, depending on the type, placed at strategic locations to attract attention. Besides the funeral ceremony and lavish party, the coffin is one of the most significant expenses in a funeral. Each coffin is custom-made in a variety of shapes and colors, reflecting the dreams, personality, and life of the deceased. Coffins are locally called abebu adakai, which means a box, and each box has its own symbolic meaning. For example, a chili-shaped coffin represents the deceased's calm state, while a Mercedes-shaped coffin symbolizes wealthy men who own German cars and have high social status. These luxurious coffins cost up to several thousand US dollars. Ghana's coffin-making profession is very popular and famous. In recent years, Ghana's unique coffin designs have attracted the attention of professional students from Korea, Russia, the United States, and Denmark. Coffin design studios have received orders from more than 20 countries around the world. Ghana's unique coffins first appeared at an exhibition in Paris, France in 1989, and Ghana's second exhibition has also been at the National Funeral History Museum in Houston, the United States. 10. Ghanaians are described as gentle and orderly. They queue up properly, give way when driving, and when traffic accidents occur, they argue instead of using violence. Ghanaians are also very friendly to foreigners. Here are some other interesting facts about Ghana. 11. Ghana is not a prominent country on the world economic map, but the Ashanti tribe of this country is famous for its gold trade and incredible wealth. What is special is that the Ashanti people have the custom of wearing jewelry weighing up to several kilograms of gold. The Ashanti tribe is located in southern Ghana with a current population of about 1.5 million people. This tribe is almost an autonomous country, existing since the 13th century to the present, with an economy mainly based on the gold trade. The Ashanti people often judge others based on the amount of gold they wear, even in marriage. Ashanti boys and girls often look for partners based on the amount of gold the other person wears, considering this one of the important criteria to evaluate the ability to be a good wife or husband. However, the amount of gold that the Ashanti people own is not commensurate with the level of wealth in their daily lives. Although the Ashanti people often wear gold dangling on their bodies, which can amount to several kilograms, in many areas of the tribe, the people still live in poverty. People often lack food, and in some cases, even starve. Gold is not used as a material to bring comfort, but only to show symbolic wealth and honor. 12. Football is the most popular and beloved sport in Ghana. The Ghanaian national team, known as the Black Stars, has won the Africa Cup of Nations several times and reached the quarterfinals of the 2010 World Cup. One memorable match was when they faced Uruguay, when Luis Suarez famously blocked the ball with his hand. 13. Ghana has the world's largest man-made reservoir. Lake Volta has a surface area of approximately 8,502 kilometers and is the main source of water for many of Ghana's other rivers and plays an important role in transportation and electricity supply. 14. The cocoa industry is a key sector of the Ghanaian economy. With 3/4 of farmers identifying themselves as cocoa producers, the industry employs nearly 1 million people and contributes 30% of the country's total export value. Ghana is the second largest cocoa producer in the world, and Ghanaian cocoa is highly regarded for its quality. 15. The median age of Ghanaians is very young, around 21 years old, compared to Japan, which is almost 50 years old. The fertility rate in Ghana is around 4 children per woman, higher than in many developed countries, although it has decreased from 7 children in the last 50 years. In 16, the climate in Ghana is tropical monsoon with a dry season in the winter and a rainy season in the summer. Temperatures in the central and northern parts of the country can reach 104 degrees, while the desert areas can drop to 50 degrees in February and April. 17. The Dagomba are the second largest tribe in terms of population in Ghana. living mainly in the north and making up about 50% of the local population. They speak several different languages, the main language being Dagbani. 18. St. George Castle, also known as Elmina Castle, is one of the most famous castles in Ghana, built in the 15th century by the Portuguese. It is the oldest European building south of the Sahara and was once a trading post, later a stop on the Atlantic slave trade route. 19. Mole National Park is Ghana's largest wildlife reserve, where you can see hippos, elephants, buffalo, and many other animals. Hunting is banned in the reserve, but poaching is still a problem, especially the hunting and selling of pangolins. 20. Kakum National Park is a great hiking destination with 40 species of mammals, 300 species of birds, and more than 600 species of butterflies. The highlight of the activity here is the canopy walk, with a system of suspension bridges 98 feet above the ground. 21. Busua is one of the most peaceful beaches in Ghana, located 18.6 miles from the city of Takoradi. The highlight of Busua is its very calm waters, unlike many other beaches in Ghana. 22. In eastern Ghana, you can find Bodie Falls, which attracts visitors from all over the world. Locals believe that Bodie Falls has male and female waterfalls, and when the volume of water increases, a mating ceremony is held to honor this event. 23. Aburi Botanical Garden is one of the most attractive places you can visit in Ghana. Opened in 1890 in the town of Aburi, the garden spans 158.15 acres. It is an ideal place to picnic and enjoy a relaxing atmosphere, connecting with nature. 24. In the village of Paga, there is a sacred crocodile pond where locals believe that the crocodiles protect the souls of the people. Strangely enough, deaths that attract public attention often coincide with the deaths of some of these sacred crocodiles. 25. Ghana has only one natural lake, Lake Basumtwi, which was formed from a crater caused by a meteorite impact over 1 million years ago. The lake is considered sacred, and it is believed that when the soul dies, it goes there to bid farewell to the goddess of earth and fertility of the Ashanti people. 26. In Ghana, as in other African countries such as Togo and Nigeria, there is an ancient rhythm called Agbadza. Originally a war dance, today Agbadza is often performed at weddings and funerals. 27. Ghanaian cuisine is a blend of indigenous flavors and foreign influences, including European and Indian. Ghanaian cuisine is often hot and spicy, with ingredients such as yams, cassava, corn, beans, bananas, and rice. Main dishes are usually accompanied by sauces, often eaten with rice. Tomato stews and many fish dishes are also popular. Some famous dishes include banku with tilapia, red, and kelewel. And here are some facts about the country of Ghana, once known as the Gold Coast, famous for football, cocoa, and the coffin dance of the Funny Boys. Interesting, right? If you want to learn about another African country, watch this video about Mozambique, one of the least visited countries on the continent. Thank you for watching this story. If you find it interesting, don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and share. And now let's say goodbye.